So, just a bit of a recap to kind of refresh where things are and what I've done in the first 3 episodes. In the very first episode, which you may remember seeing on YouTube or not, I have since swapped over to playing it on PS4, but I did recreate the same choices as my Xbox One playthrough because that fucked up and they lost all the people's histories choices and stuff, so that sucks. But so to start off in episode 1, we stayed with Bowen instead of leaving him behind to die, but not that really changes anything. We swore loyalty to the king. We sent Eric to the wall, like, as I guess, sending Eric to the wall instead of getting the guy killed. We let that happen, play out. Swearing loyalty to Joffrey instead of Marjorie because she told us to appease Cersei so she wouldn't freak out and probably murder us. Picked Duncan as the Sentinel, which I think a lot of people also did because, who the fuck wants that other angry prick as their Sentinel? And then met Gramsby in the Great Hall. And for those of you who do remember the first episode, that did not end so well for Ethan. He got offed. Oh, God, I hit the wrong button. Off to a great start. Episode 2, if you remember from the first episode, we stole the stamp and a key from Marjorie's room. But when I was faced with the choice of forging it or not, I was like, I can't do it. I don't want to get caught. I don't want shit to go wrong. So I didn't forge a letter. You do have to swear fealty to Lord Whitehill. And I did that because I didn't want my little brother to die. 52% of me and the players lost. Roger lost the betrothal because we just couldn't maintain it. So that sucks. That's just me not being good enough, not saying the right things. Obviously the letter would have helped if I had forged it, but so that means the family had to go forward without the troops from that family, which sucks. Stood up for Cotter after he stole Finn's knife. I think everybody did that because Finn was a bit of a douchebag. And you might see him in the game in a little bit. He is a complete douchebag. And you and 93% killed Mira's attackers. Basically, when you're the sister, you're in the garden. Someone says they can help you, they want to meet with you, and then it turns out it's just someone who's gonna turn you in. So I'm like, fuck that. And then the little chimney sweeper guy, comes and saves you, and you're like, okay, you saved me, so I'll save you. And that's how that went. And then in the third episode, the most recent episode that just happened, you were playing as the brother that was sent away, and you're pretty much in a fight with people from You're in a fight and the dragon, basically. Drogo's there, and you have a choice of saving your friend Beshka or saving Malcolm, and I chose family over her, so that sucks. So I saved Malcolm. They both lived, but she got a little bit burned. I don't know if she's going to forgive us for that either. We defied Marjorie to speak to Tyrion because he was going to help us seal a deal with our family in the north. But then, of course, after the events of the Red Wedding, that didn't really matter in the end. So I'm not sure what's going to happen to Mira there. 67% walked away from Brit. He tries to engage you and make you do stupid things to him, and you're like, nah, I'm going to walk away. But then he still fights you anyway, so you end up killing him. So that's how shit goes wrong for you at the wall. I submitted to Griff Whitehill instead of standing up to him because I'm trying to appease for now while we gather our forces before, fighting back and striking a blow. And then you get an Ironwood decree from Tyrion. But, of course, after he's found as a traitor, I was like, I don't want anything linking me to him. So I snuck in and burned it instead of keeping it for future use because I figured if I get caught with it on me, I'm fucked. So basically, I didn't stream episodes 2 and 3, so those are how those choices kind of play in. I'm sure the previously on Game of Thrones will do a better job of explaining how my choices are affecting them, probably do a better job of explaining it than I just did, because it's been a while since I have played these episodes. And I just figured it's easier for me than replaying through the episodes, because then I'll know what's coming and the surprise is gone, and there's just no real point. And I don't want to steal all the moments from people too, so we're going to begin episode 4, and it's going to show you pretty much how my choices came through up to this point.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
My father is planning to make a move against your family. He knows all your weaknesses, all your plans, because you have a traitor in your council. He's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing.
We were told we'd be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's enough, Andros.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids.
I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about. I'm part of the free folk. People round here call wildlings.
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
It means a lot to be able to share that with someone. Someone I can trust.
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore, you're not still marrying into this wretched family.
I'm sorry. I'm going to tell Father the betrothal is off.
Yeah, that fucked me.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot.
Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
If you presume to speak of my dragons, you best choose your words carefully.
Dragons, motherfucker!
Are you gonna be a good little Forrester? Learn your lesson? And stay down? You
Man.
can be Lord, Roderick. So long as we all know who holds the reins here.
The Forresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Which is why I didn't give him
tell
trouble.
You about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig.
Yeah, but it made me do all that stuff. I didn't want to kill him. A lot of bad shit happened to good people, too. Well, not really good people, but people. And they found him because we didn't kick him over the wall. So the evidence is plain as day. And we're burning him so he doesn't turn into a White Walker. And they're gonna know it was me.
I knew you were a killer the day you arrived. Seems Britt found out too. Now they all see it.
It wasn't my fault. He attacked me and we fought and...
So you struck him down and left him to die? You told me what you did to get here. We both know you had blood on your hands. But now, you've killed one of your brothers.
Well, shit.
You'll lose your head for this, Tuttle. You'll be disgraced, dishonored.
You won't execute me. With Mance Raider coming, the Night's Watch needs all the men it can get.
Honest men. Loyal men. Not brother killers.
Ugh.
There's only one thing to be done with you now.
Hey, Frostfinger. I saw what Garrett did to Britt last night. I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind.
Yeah, he was there.
Then go on. What did you see,
Hopefully
boy?
this guy doesn't fuck me.
Garrett's telling the truth. Britt attacked him. Just like he said. Garrett had no choice but to fight back.
There isn't a man at the wall wouldn't sell his own mother for the right price.
Maybe yourself. Speak for yourself.
You two are up to something. Some deal you worked out. Or he's defending you for...
Finn's just being a good brother. I think. Can't watch a man
I
die
think.
Just...
I decide what justice is.
And that makes you an asshole.
Garrett killed a man
No
on the
man has
watch.
that.
There's a price to be paid for that. Let's go.
Well, that didn't
I
go.
knew it was a mistake to make you a ranger.
Frostfinger. What's to be done with him? We're heading to Crusters.
You'll have to find someone else for your expedition. Your man here still has a lot to answer for. Now out of the way, Snow.
He's
Give us a moment.
He's the boss, man. You can't just...
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Garrett. You told me you wouldn't get into it with Britt. What happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Garrett.
I'm sorry I let you down, John. I didn't mean for it to come to this.
Hey, Nuke, how's it
You
going?
gave me your word, Garrett. It can't have been easy. Facing the man who killed your family.
Aye.
Is there nothing to be done?
Aside from removing Tuttle's head from his shoulders? No.
But
you're about to go off and execute a nest full of traitors at Craster's. How is this any different?
It's fair enough.
Godspeed with you, Garrett.
I have a feeling we're
Down
gonna
the
get
march.
away though.
Keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
You can go begging to your gods all you want, boy. It's the axe has the final say.
Shit. Ah. Decisions coming back to bite you. At least they're representing the world of the Game of Thrones true. Thanks for following, Chris Rock. Appreciate it. Hey, Con. Hey, Elf. Dun, 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 dun. Episode 4, Sons of Winter. That means the snow is coming. All right, we get to pick up with Daenerys. Here we go.
Do you know how many men have stood before me with false tales of my dragons?
I'm not lying.
Desperate men, hoping for wealth, protection. Liars, every one of them.
We can show you the scars and the burns.
And I expect you are no different. You don't want to see what I do to liars.
Then maybe you should get to know me better. I'm not like those other men.
You sure look like the rest of them. Covered in dirt.
Do you not see the burns on her arm?
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before.
We have, and it's fucking terrifying.
Your reaction says otherwise.
He's much smaller than the other one.
You know it's the truth.
Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid.
I am completely terrified.
A man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on.
Not a good idea, sir.
I'm inclined to agree with her.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
I think I'd rather not.
You're smarter than you seem.
I don't think he likes me.
I'm not touching the dragon.
You're wise to keep your distance. You claim you saw Drogon.
Yep.
Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before. I'm going to need more than that.
I have this.
Drogon. How did you get that?
It fell
What have you
out.
done to him?
I didn't do anything. It's a dragon.
Hurt him. Hurt him?
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him. He is not some kind of thoughtless beast. He's only a child.
The men who were following us, the Lost Legion, they drew their swords and tried to fight him.
And Drogon defended himself. So we somehow deserve to be burnt alive because your little baby was scared.
It's true.
Your tongue is dangerously sharp, sellsword.
Nothing wrong with that.
Why did you come here? You offer me nothing but lies. To what end?
I wasn't lying.
You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude?
My little brother was murdered in front of his family, and our youngest is still held against his will at our enemy's house.
What is it you expect me to do?
We need to hire an army.
An army?
If you could spare some of your sellswords.
Please, if
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery.
Yeah, that would suck.
Swords will help me free the slaves of Marine. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs. These are people who have suffered for years without end.
What if we left after the liberation, once the slaves are free?
Once the slaves are free, I will sail back to Westeros and reclaim my crown. There is no after.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
Yes, you did, Alf. The
As
previous
we speak,
recap,
my
you
men
missed it.
prepare to enter Marine. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Marine and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me. Croft?
Man, she is
You may
rough
leave.
in this.
That's it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
I faced a dragon and lived. Nothing in Marine can be worse than that.
How bold of you. You forget that is my dragon you boast of defeating.
I don't
I
care.
said I survived, nothing more.
And Beska here, she has a history in Marine. She could help guide us.
What the hell? Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Marine for a time.
Getting dragged
Raised
into it.
inside of the city. Fucking bastard.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the Second Sons. Guide them into Marine.
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
We'll help you free the city. If you'll just consider what I've asked.
We can talk about that after the slaves have been released from their chains. I believe that's more than fair. You two will join Croft and his men.
Oh my god.
Get them into the city.
We're not getting back to our
Help them
family anytime
liberate
soon.
Marine, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here. If I find you've lied or put my men in danger.
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
All right then.
What the fuck happened back there? Are we really going into Marine?
I'm sorry.
Look, I'm sorry it happened this way.
As long as you get your army, right?
Yep.
Beska.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
She is not happy with me. Not even a little bit.
Long time since we had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Nail! We got 2 more.
None so wise. We're recovering better. We're not limping as much. Oh, never mind.
Curse this bloody leg.
Still limping.
It's not your leg that's the problem, Roderick. You've got to be practical. You want to take Griff down next time? You want to stop lying in the mud and letting people walk all over you?
You're speaking to your lord, Sir Royland.
He can fight his own battles.
You know why he had to stay down.
Look at me, Royland. Can barely hold this damn thing, much less swing it.
So, you're gonna give up then? There are other ways to fight, my lord. You can't handle a sword like you used to. So find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected.
Like what?
I'll show you.
Oh god.
Come at me.
Oh god.
Bring your opponent down to your level. When I attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knees. Wait for me to attack.
Oh god. Timed events. Nope.
Roderick!
Didn't hit X in time, I guess.
Let's try it again.
Ha! Now that's how you do it.
I think you let me. Oh.
I'm still recovering from
Hello.
internal wounds. Like,
Sorry to interrupt.
Elena.
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
why?
Lady Elena, I'm sorry to hear we won't be sisters.
Talia.
She already refused my proposal.
Can I speak with you? Privately. You remember my little brother?
Quiver. Good gods, you've grown.
You could just call me Arthur now.
Quiver?
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
I've missed you, Elena.
I've missed you too.
After you turned down my
Truth be
proposal.
told, you're the only one I can turn to.
Look at this.
Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing.
Ugh.
He told my father Griff had subdued you, and
that my sister would make a fine reward.
as if I'm some token to be handed around.
You turned down my
He
proposal.
demanded I marry his son, Griff.
What?
Lord threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, we'd be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Roderick. I am to marry Griff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick.
Then you have to defy your father.
I intend to. Do you think I want to marry that disgusting pig?
Oh my
But my
god.
father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna be some prize for him to rip open. We have to get rid of him.
Oh god.
I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason.
You'd murder a man to prevent your marriage. I know Griffith's horrible, but to go that far...
You don't know what it's like, Roderick. You get to decide what you want to do and who you want to be. I'm expected to have my life decided for me.
You wouldn't have to do it yourself if you didn't want to. We have a way around that.
That was a not what? How is it a whistle? I don't think doing this makes your whistle any louder. It makes your voice louder. Whatever.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen, experts in both ranged and close combat. They're yours. If you'll help us take down Griff.
Oh Jesus, here we go. We're gonna start a war in the north.
20 men. My father still thinks they're aboard a ship bound for the Reach. What do you have to lose, Roderick?
My
Griff
brother?
has been a nightmare for you and your house.
The Whitehills still have my little brother. If I hurt Griff, there's no telling what they'll do to Ryan.
I understand your worry, Roderick.
Do you?
I don't want Ryan hurt any more than you do. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way. Get rid of Griff, and you'll be free to use the guard however you like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this.
Oh my god.
I
Oh
love
my
you, Roderick. I
god.
don't want Griff. I don't want any of this.
I would be happy.
Alright.
Thank you, Roderick.
Griff won't even see it coming. My men are yours to command.
Thank you, Quip. Arthur.
Could you give us a moment?
Yeah, I have no idea why they need us if they have the guard and everything. I think to get them into the keep, maybe? I don't know.
You don't know how much this means to me. I'm sorry I couldn't marry you before.
Oh, fuck off.
Maybe when this is all over, we could play hide and seek in the grove again.
Oh my god.
Pretend we're still children. Forget all that's happened these last few years.
He's not over her.
I love you, Helena.
I love you too.
Boom, go for it. There you go, Roderick. We got you some. You've been beaten up and abused and almost dead in the first 3 episodes. At least you got a kiss for it. You're probably gonna die this episode anyways.
Shit, this grenade launcher sucks. Shit, Carrie, I'm coming.
Oh, fuck. You Obama sketch? What does that mean?
I don't know.